Welcome, my friends, to spring. I am, of course, Oliver Joyce. And spring, to many people, means many different things. Spring means flowers, trees, birds in the trees. Not really sure where I'm going with that, but to me, spring means I have 24 days left until the launch of Sword and Sandals Crusader Redux, because, in fact, I have set a release date, 26th of September. You can, of course, wishlist the game now, so you'll be notified when the day comes. But that leaves me scrambling a little bit because 4 weeks or less isn't really that much time. However, I'm actually pretty confident because I've knocked over just about everything I want to for this version of the game. There's a couple of features that didn't quite make version 1.0, but they'll be coming in a future patch. I'll explain them later in the video. But the next 4 weeks or so are just going to be me slamming through bug fixes and just trying to polish the game and make the experience a little bit nicer for people. So at the end of next week, actually Thursday next week, I'll be putting the game into a private beta. I've got a bunch of beta testers that I've been using over the last few games, so really thorough and really know what they're doing, and they'll be giving me feedback. The beta will go for about a week. And then at the end of that, I'll scramble to just, put in all their suggestions, or, many of their suggestions, fix things that there are a problem with, and just, tidy up the game ready to go. I'm pretty excited for the launch of this one because, it's actually been a long time coming. I said this game will be ready in April. What a fool. More fool me. They always tell you double your first estimations, and with this whole pandemic thing and the birth of my boy Charlie, it has just been a crazy year. So hence it's September, and this game has taken about 8 months. Anyway, it's a game I'm proud of, and I'm looking forward to showing you. Today I'm going to show you just some more beta footage, probably nothing you haven't seen already before, a few little subtle changes I'll go through. And I'm going to be talking over this video. In the last few, I just played the game and just let the music and ambient noise play. But I wanted to discuss a few things in this beta or in this video and talk about what I plan on putting in before final launch. So join me now as we play a little Sword and Sandals Crusader Redux. All right, here we are, beta version 0.0.9. It's coming real soon. Let's go, new game.
Choose a game mode.
And we're going to play through the campaign again as we did a few weeks ago. As you can see, I've got a new save game slot here. That's one I made earlier. I was literally working on this morning. Much like the first one, you can have up to 3 save games. We'll create a new one here. Actually, we'll delete that one. Free them all up.
Chapter 1. King Lionel IX and the Kingdom of Fator.
I'll let you read that in your own time when you're actually playing the game, but that's the basic, the story, the start of each chapter. Rumors about the growing darkness in the north mean soon it may be time to raise a mighty army to defend Kingdom lands. 250 gold pieces in your treasury should see it done, but beware the roaming barbarian hordes to the frozen north. From the frozen north. Sort it out. All right. I'm actually still tweaking the missions and so on as well. That's one thing I want to do before launch is go through and just adjust the missions for difficulty, and because the sort of values of provinces and gold and everything has changed since the original. All right. So the first thing you'll notice since the last time you might have seen this game is that we now have provinces that are improved and unimproved. So unimproved provinces are just basic lands that don't have anything special on them. See these little villages here? Might be hard to make out, but when you're playing at full screen, you'll notice them. These show you areas that are improved. Because the other leaders aren't on the map, you don't see their castles until it's time for them to appear in the game, which kind of makes sense. But they still have improved provinces. And what these are is they bring in double the gold. So if you can own those, you'll be in good stead. So let's go and check out our own province. This is Fator, and Fator, of course, is an improved province and generates 2 gold. And there's a little bit of flavor text that tells you a little thing about it. I've got to move that down a bit. And tells you why it's improved. But if we move to say, oh, there's a button. Hide that button next time there's a bug. Instantly, we're playing with 2 minutes into the bug. All right, so we've claimed Saul's Gateway, and it's unimproved and brings in 4 gold per turn. But if we view this land, we could improve it. So, like, Sharpsdale benefits greatly from tourism during the great tournaments, but we could do a better job of attracting folks to visit at other times by improving the province's temperate weather and beautiful wilderness. We should upgrade the many chalets and castles in this town to include more bed and breakfast options. I need to make this box bigger, I think. Yeah, so let's improve that. With a new network of high-quality bed and breakfast options to stay in all through Sharpsdale, the Treasury sees a significant spike in income as tourists enjoy their stay in the province for just one more night than they may have prior. So now it generates 8 gold per turn. So that's a little strategic thing that you can do with your money instead of just spending on the army and stuff like that. So in this mission, we've got to generate 250 gold pieces. Not too hard. This first mission just gets you sort of moving around the map and checking things out. We can try digging.
The dig was a failure.
Oops, we lost 3 troops. But because we're bringing in 63 gold per turn with a couple of good provinces, this isn't going to be an issue at all. That little icon there means we've dug on that province as well. So it shows you, you can't dig there again. In, this mission anyway. All right, mission complete.
The mission has been completed.
All right. I love this end of chapter music. So awesome. All right. The Lion Stirs. Chapter 2. Yeah, got to raise an army.
Welcome, Crusaders.
I'm not sure if I showed you this in the last video, but these are your options. You can kind of see your leaders in more depth. And their stats and so on. Because I don't have any troops there, you can't see them. But you can see the rankings.
You are currently in first place.
Everything's kind of weighted depending on, like, gold is worth a certain amount, how many troops you have in your army is worth a certain amount, that kind of thing.
King Lionel the Ninth.
Here's our leader stats. Here's the provinces you own. You can see the other provinces there in white because they're not owned by anyone. The ones that are owned by our friend Boars will be in green. Okay. So each mission, of course, the map resets. Just for gameplay purposes, it wouldn't make sense to have them, already blue and green and that kind of thing.
Congratulations.
Even though it doesn't kind of make sense in a narrative way. It doesn't really matter. All right, we can level up now. Let's increase our attack. Grab ourselves improved airstrike. So we're going to claim a few provinces first. And get a couple of the more expensive ones so we can build up some money. Then we're going to build up our campaign army and send it over there. Of course, I could be setting up garrisons by, moving troops over there if I wish, but I want a campaign army right now. Boars will probably try to take some of our provinces soon. We've got 500 gold. Let's buy some of our army.
Buy army.
This guy, you got this buy 10 button as well, so you can quickly grab your 40 footmen. You can also upgrade your troops as well, which is a nice thing to have. So clicking on upgrade goes from footmen to castle footmen. Still the same picture. I would love to have extra artwork that upgraded the pictures, but it's just outside my budget. Considering I do the art anyway. You can keep upgrading too if you wish. You could upgrade them again for 80 gold, and it gives their stats a boost. But we'll leave that for now. I want to actually get some ranged troops and 5 heavy infantry. Let's grab Braxis. Then we get our 10 bowmen. Nearly there. Not quite there.
An enemy leader is here.
Alright, so Boars has challenged us just before we had enough troops. Fairly good chance of victory. We can auto battle that if we win. We might auto battle this one, and then in the next mission I'll show you the actual battle. Cool, we beat him. But we lost a few troops, which is kind of annoying. I've got to rebuild them again. So, we have 31 footmen. Up to 40. Lost all our bowmen in that battle. That's rough. You know, auto battle is a nice convenient option, and you can actually turn that on if you want, you know, auto battle garrisons or every battle except sieges, that kind of thing. Sieges you can't auto battle because they're a key part of the game. You can also, you know, auto garrison lands, automatically choose which tournaments you want. You can also change how much you pay the army, which can either increase or decrease morale, which is kind of a nice thing to have. All right, but we'll leave all those for now. Auto battle. Grab their province. Easy one. Let's check. 3 of them. Alright, that should be enough to win. Alright.
The mission has been completed.
Lionel's campaign is, of course, the easiest. It's really the one getting you acquainted with the game. I am, if I get time, going to go through and, you know, tweak these missions, potentially add a few little variables to them that weren't in the original as well. You know, with these new improved provinces, it'd be nice to have like a tournament mission in the game where you have to compete in a tournament, that kind of thing. Which would be fun, because tournaments don't really show up early on in the game as well. They're definitely in the Conquer the Realm, but I want to make them a bit more part of things. Alright, now we have to defeat his campaign army. The first real battle of the game.
Welcome, Crusade.
And we start off with an army. Now, notice we've got 55 people in the army. We're losing 55 gold each turn. And, you know, we're only making this much from our provinces. So we need to... Yeah, 28 from our provinces. We get a net loss. But we can grab a few provinces to build up our army. You know, I can improve them as well. We can improve Hallenfall by logging it. Let's do that. I've written most of the copy text for the improvements. It's kind of fun just, you know, revisiting all these different provinces and going, you can improve this province by, you know, draining the swamp. Or, you know, not in a political way, in a literally drain the swamp in sort of, you know, bog stench or something like that. Or setting up an arena in Somerton. You know, just little bits of text that just add a little bit to the world lore, if you know what I mean. I'm going to grab one more province.
The treasury is empty.
Oh, damn. So we're losing more gold than we are making. That's brutal. Okay, now we're in a net positive, but we need to grab a few more provinces. Get that expensive one. Those may be too small, those little village icons. I might make them a bit bigger so they stand out. I mean, I can see them, but if you're playing it on a mobile or on not full screen, that may be an issue. Okay, we can...
My army.
We got those guys, 10 of them, 5 of them. We grab a couple of knights. We, of course, don't have a Colossus yet. Let's take them on.
An enemy leader is here.
Evil marauder, everywhere you are, a trail of ruin and ash follows. Leave these lands and return to Warmhaven at once, or the kingdom will see you all hanged for rebellion. Fator grows weak, old man. The swords we take from your corpses on the field of battle this day will forge the swords that bring down your kingdom tomorrow. I'm not sure why he sounds like someone from, a Guy Ritchie movie. He should sound more Swedish. Fator goes weak, old man. The swords we take from your corpses on the field of battle this day will forge the swords that bring down your kingdom tomorrow. That's a bit more of a Nordic bastardized accent. Did you know Travis Fimmel, who played Ragnar Lothbrok in Vikings, was Australian? And that's what I was basing my dodgy accent on. Yeah, I'm a Viking, yeah. Terrible. I apologize. I should edit that bit out. All right, let's check it out. He's got a big army. 50-50 chance of victory. When you seek counsel, you get a bit of morale boost as well. Let's take the field. One new change, which I only put in on Monday, is, and I want to kind of visually show you this. I want to put a little round counter that goes, round 1, round 2, round 3 of the battle, is that you take turns in firing first. Because if you remember the last video, archers always fired first from the player's side, and it was very unfair for the computer. They always lost their troops long before you did. So I'm going to make it so it's not programmed yet. The player goes first, then the computer, then the player. But I want to make it so the defender, their archers will fire first, and then you'll attack, just to make things a bit more challenging. So this turn, we'll fire first. But you watch next turn, they'll get first one. Let's fire upon their light troops. Then they fire. Then it's melee phase. Melee phase, you both attack at the same time, of course. Smashed him. Okay, so fire. We click on fire arrows now, but they should fire first. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I thought I'd fixed that, but in general, they are supposed to fire before we do on that turn. So that'll be in the next. By the time the beta comes, well, it was a big splash. Yeah, so that's when they're supposed to be firing. Anyway, there's probably some error being thrown that I'm not seeing. Let's select the power. Let's airstrike these guys. We've got a lot of hurt troops though, but so do they. We're gonna risk an airstrike. You get 2 special powers. For some reason, that one's showing up, but this one over here isn't showing. So you get 2 special powers in battle. Let's use the airstrike. Our airstrike is not leveled up yet, so we're going to build that up a bit. Okay, let's send in the heavy troops. Let's send in the cavalry. Furious attack. Oh, it took us out. We of course can send Lionel in right now, but we aren't going to do that right now. Let's try healing our men. Mass heal. So that basically selects the percentage of the troops to heal, and the more you upgrade that skill, the higher the percentage of troops that get healed. Okay, let's send in the heavy guys' defensive attack. We've gotten rid of their ranged troops now. We'll fire upon their light infantry. Heavy guys. Furious attack. Does a lot of damage, but it's very risky for your troops, and we've lost all our heavy guys because of that. And do defensive attack. They're keeping the cavalry. I don't know what for. They're holding off. We're going to fire at them now. He didn't send in boars either. Just for fun, let's send in Lionel right now and see if they send in boars. If you send in your leader and he dies, the battle's over. Oh, why did I send in my ranged troops to fight? That was silly. Okay, Lionel, into the front. Our leaders are more powerful, of course. They have more attacks, more defense, more power. Let's do a tactical attack. Still haven't sent in boars. Surprised. Actually, Lionel's hurt. We're going to send him back. Oh dear. Oh, we've nearly lost Lionel. Boars finally used one of his spells. So he's been sent back. And we're going to use our light troops defensive attack. Okay, cool. We took out their cavalry. It was a good battle. A solid battle. It's terrible casualties that won the day. Alright, narrow victory. Mission complete.
The mission has been completed.
Alright, we will leave that there, I think. Because that's a decent sized video. What do you think? As you can still hear the triumphant music playing in the background. There's, bits and pieces I have to work on. the majority of things I'll be working on the next month are just tightening up the battle, balancing it a little bit, making sure little things like, their troops fire and your troops fire, that kind of thing. A lot of the tweaks will come from beta feedback as well, because, when you play a game, you're used to playing a certain way, you're not really sure how the game actually plays for other people, and there might be some obvious things that I need to fix. As always, please, let me know what you think of this game. Your feedback is really important. Leave me comments and things like that. I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The more people that see my videos, the more Sword and Sandals videos I make, and the more Sword and Sandals content comes out. It's a little hard to make videos at the moment just because, little Charlie is very, very young, and, at night we look after him, and so usually I make my videos at night. So anyway, Cry Me a River, or The World's Smallest Violin, whatever it is. Look, this has been fun. I've enjoyed playing the beta today, and I look forward to showing it to you guys in less than a month. 24 days left. 26th of December is when the game comes out, and you can wishlist it on Steam. I really would love for people to wishlist this game, because I need more wishlists. I'm going to be honest with you. It has a growing wishlist base, but the more the merrier, because I'd love for this to, get Steam's attention and make a bit of a splash before we dive into, the big one, Sword and Sandals 6, because I'll be working on that for quite a long time. So if Sword and Sandals Crusader can, make a bit of money, that would be awesome. All right, my friends, until next week, bye for now.